Next, we'll crochet 3 horns. Take out the corresponding yarn. Wrap the yarn around your little finger, and then bring it up to index finger. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and mid finger. Work into a magic ring, make loop around your mid finger, and pinch the crossover of the yarn with your thumb and mid finger. Insert hook into the loop on mid finger. Yarn under the hook and flap loop. A magic ring is formed on the mid finger. In round 1, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 4 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Yarn over the hook and put the yarn through the loop on the hook. That's a chain stitch. Such a V shape is formed on the side. The chain stitch at the beginning is towards the height and will not be counted into the number of stitches. Then work 4 single crochets. Insert hook into the magic ring. Yarn under the hook and flap loop through the ring. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. That's a single crochet. Such a V shape is formed on the side. Place a marker in the first stitch, through the underneath of both loops of the V shape. We need to mark the first stitch of every round. Insert hook into the magic ring, yarn under the hook and flap loop through the ring. Then yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The second single crochet is done. Insert hook into the magic ring, yarn under the hook and flap loop through the ring. Then yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The third single crochet is done. Insert hook into the magic ring, yarn under the hook and flap loop through the ring. Then yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The fourth single crochet is done. We can see from the side that the marked stitch is the first single crochet. There are 4 V shapes on the side, which stand for 4 single crochets. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Remove the marker and work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Insert the hook into the first stitch, which is also the marked stitch. Put this yarn tail above the hook so that it can be concealed inside the fabric during crocheting. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then pull the first loop on the hook through the ranging loop on the hook. 1 slip stitch is done. The slip stitch serves as a collection. It's not counted into a number of stitches. In round 2, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work set off 1 single crochet or increase twice. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first, Yarn over the hook and put the yarn through the loop on the hook. The chain stitch is still as a height and will not be counted into a number of stitches. Then work set off 1 single crochet or increase twice. The first set. Work 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Insert hook into the first stitch where we just worked the snip stitch of last round. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop. Then yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. Once single crochet is done, mark the first single crochet. In the next stitch, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. One set is done, the second set. Work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. In the next stitch, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Two sets are done. Remove the marker and work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Insert the hook into the marked stitch. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then pull the first loop on the hook through the ranging loop on the hook. That's 1 snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as the connection. It's not counted into a number of stitches. Round 2 is done. Pay attention to the yarn's tightness during crocheting. If the yarn is too tight, we can't insert the hook easily. If it's too loose, the fabric will be out of shape. This side facing us is the front of the fabric, and the other side with the yarn tail is the back side. We'll crochet with the front side always facing towards us. Round 2 is done. In round 3, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work set off 1 single crochet, increase 1 single crochet twice. Finally, end with 1 snip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Yarn over the hook and put the yarn through the loop on the hook. The chain stitch is still as a height and will not be counted into a number of stitches. Then work set off 1 single crochet or increase 1 single crochet twice. Work 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Mark the first single crochet. In the next stitch, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. First, work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then work one more single crochet in the same stage. One increase is done. Next, work one single crochet. One single crochet, one increase, and one single crochet are finished. One set is done. The second set, work one single crochet in the next stage. In the next stage, work one increase, which means working two single crochets in the same stage. Next, work one single crochet. Two sets are done. Remove the marker and work one snip stitch in the first stage. Insert the hook into the mark stitch. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the stitch. There are two loops on the hook now. Then pull the first loop on the hook through the ranging loop on the hook. That's one snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as a connection. It's not counted into a number of stitches. The stitches for rounds 4 to 5 are the same. In rounds 4 to 5, work one chain stitch, 8 single crochets, and one snip stitch for each round. We'll demonstrate round 4, work one chain stitch first. Then work one single crochet in each stitch. There will be 8 single crochets in total in this round. Mark the first single crochet and continue to work single crochets in the same way. Finish a total of 8 single crochets in this round. Remove the marker and work one snip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. The snip stitch serves as a connection. It's not counted into number of stitches. Round 4 is done. Please finish round 5 in the same way as round 4. Work one chain stitch, 8 single crochets, and one snip stitch in turn. Round 5 is done. Break yarn, leaving a long yarn tail for sewing. Pull the yarn tail out. One horn of the mother Triceratops is completed. Please crochet the other 2 horns in the same way on your own. 3 horns are completed.